And live. Let me see. And it should be live. Let me check where it goes. Mm, How do I know if I'm live? So checking my profile. But upload. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I think the audio is fine and we are live. So what we're trying to ideally do is mm, build a AI powered travel planner. I have done a basic setup, so we are using native winds as for the styling part. Basic structure is one plus Expo, React Native Expo. We're trying to use that. Uh, Everything apart from that is not yet set up. I'm just trying to set up the React Native part and the Expo part of it. Um, pro Probably the problem is because I restructured the entire thing, so it was throwing everything out on the main folder. So everything was on this folder, but I restructured it into the inner one. So let's see. Uh, why it is not working. We'll figure this out. Then the end goal would be to get most of the UI ready. I have the designs. Let me show that as well. Uh, as I have the designs ready, most of it is in Figma. This is the mascot that I designed. So this is the mascot. We'll be integrating it somewhere into the application. Apart from that, this is the overall inspirations that I got, and I'll be trying to build it around that only. So I think we are good enough for a start. And I've lost my abilities to code, so I'm not very sure if we are going to make this without any LLMs. We will try. We will try. Yeah. All right. So the first problem is we have unmatched routes. Anyways, we have a lot of errors. Variable is tetrahedral errors. Throw it in directly. We'll try to avoid LLM the most part of it. But if it is unavoidable, we'll use it at some place because most of I've lost my abilities on with Expo part. I used to uh, I used to use Expo for a long time. I've not done it for a long time now, so I've forgot a lot. I'm trying to have it back in my shape. So let's see. Most of it I already know, so should not be problem. Acha, let's dive in. We have the terminal snippet in a key signal. Okay, should not be plugin appointed due to add it earlier. But I missed it. What? I'll just copy it. Ah. Again, we are not using Expo to the fullest. I mean, we are not using AI to the fullest. I'm just trying to get out of this uh, errors and all, and then start making the UI. Just trying to get the errors sorted as fast as possible. No, no, this is a bad time to start the stream, but who cares? Anyways, no one is watching me, so it works, I guess. If anyone is watching me, get me a hi in the comment because you're the only one, if at all you are watching. Uh, okay, so we have the errors yet. Oh, okay. Should I do this in as well? So if you're watching this as recorded, skip the first 5 minutes. Probably we'll start coding post that. This is just trying to sort out the errors. Um, I think we should be good within 5 minutes. Should I give it the docs as well? Again, Expo. And now I'm using it in arcs mode because I want to get myself as well revised with this. I have for a long time not used Expo. So not very sure on this. So and now I'm using it in answer because I don't. So the audio now is fine, right? The audio now is fine. I'll pause it. I'll check what is the issue. Okay, so native wind is not the issue here. It should be preset, not plugins. What the hell? Itself is suggesting the code, and now I don't like it. Either we do a clean restart again, or this AI can solve it if possible. I think we are tending for a clean restart because the current one, I don't think AI would be able to solve it. We still have the unmatched route, though there is no console errors. Just skip the first 5 minutes. I think I'll need some more time to debug with this AI. Do I do a git push? I don't think that would make sense because we do not have anything right now. Uh, since babblers are gone, this likely a route resolution. Okay. Okay, got it. Oh, shit. This is simple as issue. I don't think this solves it. I guess. I guess it does. Oh, I do think it did. If it is not throwing anything, I should be able to get the text. Yeah. So this is sorted. What we will try to dive into now, right now, is we'll try to build some UI on it. So I'm ideally looking for a compilation from all these. So I think we'll be diving. We're not going for the dark mode, right? So if not dark mode, we are either going for something of this sort. We'll do the flash screens and all later on. First, we're trying to make the home screen. The home screen, then the backend, then the rest of the things. Because we are thinking to launch an MVP first and then go for a full launch. So I'll be taking some inspirations from these Figmas. I'll dive into it. So what I'm currently looking at is how to make the hero portion of it. To make the hero portion of it, I do think we will have something of this sort, the local gems, but not currently focused on it. That would be on the full version. So what I'm trying to get is something of this sort. Let me see if this is the best we can do. Or do we go with this? Since, acha, let us do something like we'll make this all inside AI insights as well. And after the AI insight, we'll drop in this card layer. I think that would make sense and that would actually look good. Yeah, so I think that would actually look good. Apart from that, these playful things are something that I do like, but I'm not very bullish on them. So let's do it like this only. We first build this one with the clouds and all, and then we dive into that. So this I will have it on Wave only, I think. Yeah, let's do it like this. So ready to explode it. I'll be making the header. All right. I'll be first committing this code. This is the problem now. It does not initial folder structure store, folder structuring. So if we give the first one in a proper layout, the other ones are something that AI can do itself only. Folder structuring. You know. So we'll not publish it right now. Let us build a stable enough application, I think. Then we can go for the publish part as well. All right. So what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to create some screens. So to create some screen, we'll create a component. Inside the component, we'll go for home. Inside home, we'll create a hero, I think. We'll call it a hero. I don't I don't know a better name for it, but there must be some. But we're going with hero only. Okay, we have it. Import text from view from React Native. I will import this into the index one. So window comes in. That makes it really a lot easier. Uh, yeah, hero is brought into. What we will do is, I'll, again, what we do is we'll do a ready to explore section. Now we write it like first and class here, flex one, item center, justify center. To give it a height of approximately, I think, 20 15 pH would be good enough for our use case of the design that I just shown you. Now we'll go for a ready to explore, then a span of BR first, then a span. So the span will go for 2Q. So we're making the hard layout first, we're hard coding everything first, and then we'll go into the other portions of it as well. So I will go for text, the same font size, font, let it be base for now. Okay, so I think we are good. PR does not work. So we are equivalent for React Native dash in. Okay, we'll have to use a dash in. I see. So we'll have to use a dash in. You do not have BR. So this is the thing, na, I was telling. I know most of it, but I've forgotten a lot. So I've forgotten a lot. I do not expect it to run. Yeah, I need to run. Okay, so we'll have to do it like this. Got it. Okay. Yeah, should work now. Achha, we still have an error. It says, okay, we don't just span as well. Yeah, oh yeah, we do not have paragraphs and also. Why on earth would we have span? Yeah, I see. I see. I see. I see. Text ends over here. We have a text again. Ready to explore. All right. We have it. We'll give it a width full. Flex one should ideally have done that. Did not. I will center it. Achha. Let it. Let us leave that. Is it? Acha. I see. So, the problem is right now native wins it's not working. We'll have to take out. Having done every change, native winds stop working. Should we rather go with style.css file only because I don't see native winds working. I don't see native winds working. Mhm. Should I give it the edit permissions? What do you think? Yeah, should I? Okay, so what to change? We got a metro config. I'm just not even looking at it. I'm just doing the change that it suggests, let alone tailwind config. Oh, I see. This is the reason. There is no app.js in the root. So how would it function? I should have restructured it. But anyways, since it is suggesting, let us go with that. Okay, didn't. We still don't see it working. Let me give a G black. This, okay. This is not working. Let me do the clean restart. Explore start slash clear. Got a clean restart, I guess. Got a refresh. We got a refresh. Cool, cool. But we don't see anything. I hate it at this point. Why is the configuration so difficult? Why is it so difficult? Okay, we don't see we don't see any content at this point. I don't know, bro. So is the tailwind configuration? Yeah, the tailwind was the issue. I'll just restructure this one. Ah, yeah. So this was as similar. I don't understand why this cursor was whatever LLM it was. Why is it suggesting that one? Anyways, and you what? Wait, we still can proceed. What the hell? It stopped working. I literally did not change just tiniest bit. It stopped working. I just I just had to refresh. What would be the issue? It worked for a second, but now it is not. The earlier version was like this. We changed it to include the source components and source apps. That should be it. We changed the metro config as well. Does that make any sense? Not to me, but maybe it does. Yeah, so there was okay. So we have the source, we have the global CSS in the source. This is fine enough, I think. Global.css. Yeah, so this this oh, oh I see. It is outside it. This should do it. The same thing. Eventually targeting the same things. So logically does not make sense. What else could be the issue? It literally had just worked. Oh, I see. Here, maybe, please, please. So the content disappears right now. What is the issue? What could be the issue? Let me ask. The content having done the suggested changes, the content has disappeared. This is the same thing that happens the moment I start a live stream, everything just stops working. I have no idea what is the reason. The moment I well, previously as well, I've done live streams and I could not just build anything. It's hiding itself. So the video is hiding itself. What did it do? It's over. It should give me the BG black at least, right? No, that is not an issue. Even if I remove the BG black, it does not work. It's suggesting it some code. It's repeatedly suggesting me to get a new start. But now style has now applied with the content vanished immediately or doing like let me give it the edit text as well. Let us see. But I badly want to build the layout right now. I'm very frustrated with whatever the issue is and whatever is causing this one. Are we streaming in a good quality? We're not streaming in 4K. Why the hell? Can we change the settings midstream? I don't think so. Is there a way to do it? No, things are locked. Anyways, 10 is good enough, I think. Should be that much. Oh, okay, okay, fix it. So I do not care at this point, whatever fix it meant. I do not care, just want to build it anyways. So giving it a max side of 15. Okay. Ready to explore. Yeah, I'm ready. So it's working. We can consider this as working, right? So it is working from properly. Um, I think I should do a commit just to keep it safe. I'll see the changes it did. Okay, so the input location of the global CSS was wrong, considerable. This is the change that we did. Okay, we gave a flex one to this. That's fine. But I do not want a flex one. Well, anyways, we did a commit. We have the history just in case something goes wrong because the, sorry, things have been going wrong. I will see the structure once again. So we have a flex one there. I don't want a flex one here. Okay, so the flex one here brings the layout. I see. Okay, so it would auto adjust, right? The flex one is ideally covering the entire thing to me. It's getting the top to bottom everything to me. So it should ideally be okay. But I am not very interested in this particular layout uh, because the way I'm thinking it to be is a little different. So if it is suggesting me, so I think I've forgotten this as well. If I remove the flex one from here, just to the top, which is definitely fine. If I give it a flex and it has got a height, flex row, no flex column is fine. Okay, so reduce the gap, maybe the gap is zero. That's fine. That's fine. So we have a basic layout set up. The design we're following is this, just in case you want to see that again. We'll bring the background and all later on because that is just an image at this point. Yes, it is just an image. We'll bring the vectors, the images all at once. We'll, for now, we're trying to have the layout ready. So to have the layout ready, what structure we have prepared is this on the right. What the, okay, okay, so, okay, I think this is fine. Can we not just reduce? Okay, we can also do this on a minus scale, right? Yeah, we can give a minus gap, but that does not solve it. I think a minus empty would be a good idea over here. Yeah, we'll not go for a minus empty, we'll go for minus 26. This looks a lot similar. The font we are using is plus Jakarta Sans. I think the default one looks a lot similar, so I don't think there's a need to change until and unless we need to see. So I would really appreciate if we have an inspector like we have it on Chrome. If I open the web view of it, so we do not have a dependency, we'll do it and not a problem. Once are we having the audio proper? I think. Do we have it? Yeah, we have. Yes, I think everything's fine. So my audio could be better, right? I could have a better audio. Let me see. I don't think like whosoever was not interested in the stream might, because most of the people I believe would be seeing this as a recorded one. So adjusting it right now does not make much sense because eventually no one's gonna watch it. So I put the effort into it. Then I hate it. You're not having a web view. Forget. So we are making this. Let us concentrate on this one only. Uh, plus flex one. Actually, we don't have a flex one here. If we have, so I don't understand this particular thing. So if I give out a view on top and then restrict it to, and I like to restrict it to a 15 VH. So does 15 VH work like this? Like arbitrary works? I don't think so. The arbitrary values do not work over here, right? I would assume because 15 VH, well, the 32 is working. 15 VH is not. 15 VH is not working. Assume we are still on 32. So we use the 102. So it won't work this way. Why is it so confusing? Why can't we have some text simpler? Okay, so whatever. We have a like that could also be a reason because we have a top layout. That this is probably the reason why it was not behaving properly because we have a top one. Yeah, so it works now. So we got the desired one right now. So we got the desired one right now. We'll have the search bar over here, I think. You can adjust it any time. Give it 25 to make it look better. Yeah, and text 5 XL. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Appealing to me. Yes. And now we'll try to get the background done. So for the background, I will. Should we do the background right now, or should I keep it for the future? Like build everything and then the styling stuff. I think we should get it done right now. I think because if it looks good, we will feel it to be good. So we'll bring out a couple of frames from the Figma. Yeah, and then we'll. Acha, so what I'm doing is I'm basically trying to bring out these frames of the background and trying to separate those out. Yeah, it's not look very appealing. It works. Ignore the dogs barking. Do I have voice? Yeah, I do have voice isolation, so it should not be a problem. You should not be able to hear the dogs. Do you? Are you able to hear it? Most probably not, right? You won't be able to hear the dogs. What we're trying to do right now is we're trying to frame all this. Framing all this would enable us to export it in a single file because we do not want multiple assets to get into or to clutter our application. So we'll do it. And for this, we'll be removing the safe area. Yeah, we'll be removing the safe area context for the root because we probably have it in the root. We'll remove that, then put this so it looks better. I will go for projects, Explore Genie. We so we have the assets outside source. Should not be the keys, right? We should have the assets inside the source. It's not that the norm. I think we do have assets inside the source. We should. I don't know. I don't know. Let me try assets. Should I just Google it? Should assets be inside source in RN Expo? There's no strict rule, but placing them there is generally so where consider it is generally preferred. That is what I was thinking. Assets outside is a bit weird, so we'll try to pull it in, and then we'll create another folder named as home. Inside the home, the source assets home. Very sorry. We'll name it as VG vector. I think VG vector is a good name because mostly it is vectors only. Do as images, but mostly it is vectors. We will be importing this now. Import image. This looks good to me. Expo image. How do we image and expo? So cursor has an incident which says the error rate for anthropic models has a elevated state. I got an email from them. Right. Anyways, we do continue. What is the best practice? We need to install this as well. Nothing of pre-built on Expo or what? We need to make a configuration as well. Why the hell? At least every app is going to have an image. This should come pre-built. Anyways, we do not have a choice. Expo image disabled. We also have to. What does this do? We can configure built-in settings for Expo image using its config plugin, adding the plugin array in your app.json and the native project. If you're building, there's an existing, make sure to install Expo. Okay. When true skips the bundled pod, use this when another dependency such as this FFmpeg already links this one. We do not have that. We can do this because there is no harm, but we do not need to do this. So let's not do that. This is already a running. I said we are running into a lot of errors. I was just saying we are running into a lot of errors. Okay, so let us understand. The plugin error file found in Expo image conflict lane are typically exposed to blah blah blah. Stripping types is currently unsupported. That's fine. Verify experiment to the plugin config plugin. It does, I think. It does a config plugin. In the entry bar, verify if it does not, we'll have to do it. It does do that, right? App.json expo, then plugin expo image. We can do this as well, I think. We should, because we're running pairs, we should not leave anything out in the air. This should be good. Or is there? We put it in. I don't think. Do we? Yeah, so we don't. We don't need to put it in. There's still an error. We'll try to fix it. We'll try to understand it first. So these are runtime errors, right? These should not cause the build error. These are ideally runtime errors. What I'm trying to see right now. There must be a configuration issue. Am I correct? If there is a configuration issue, we should ideally be able to locate that within this only. So have we downloaded the Expo image? Yes, we did. There were packages, a few packages that did it for us. Mm, so what do we have as error? What's a no plugin.js file found in Expo? This is a package. So what can I do for this? Typically exported from app.plugin.js plugin period. Sweep into may I take a help? Sorry very much. I think we should. This is a very bad practice, which I do understand. We should ideally be understanding the issue and solving it because it's ideally losing my abilities to, or to losing my capabilities or understandings to, take some time, understand the error, fix it, learn a lot in the process. But I think that's fine. But we have to remove the explainers entry from the exported plugins, keep export output, and run in. So what would that terminal output means express failing before startup when loading this one. Root cause in your repo app.json includes. So it is literally telling us to import it, right? So what he's suggesting, the LLM is suggesting, he or she, whatever it should be concerned, it is suggesting to remove it and then use it, which it does compile it because that was the issue. Mm, yeah, so how does it help them? I'll have to read about this and do this later, but now the focus is to get this right. So go to home. Is this the best way, or do we have a next best way of importing images into these? I don't think there would be. Yeah, there is not. Seems so. Yeah, there is an image component. We define the source. That could be a placeholder with a blur hash. So we read about the blur hash a bit if there is something. Blur hash. Okay, okay. So we can generate that flow. Not a problem. Understood. So what we're trying to do is we are going to the assets. Inside assets, we're going to home. Then we should go to pg_vector.png. The file name. We do a restart. Do we get this? No, we don't. Neither do we expect to see this, right? Okay. So we basically have to have it as background. Can we use the CSS class for this? Can we do it like this? Style background. What is the error? We should be able to do this. Check the error. I want this as the background video section. All right, so we have it done. We consider it done. We go for the. Did we export this as well? I need the clouds. LLM is generating issues. Okay. It has got an issue. It should cover/span the entire video section. Okay. Traveling that menu. Humanize. Should I run a local LLM? Like I have a few. I am not very understanding of running it like on the stream because I think the streams as well using much of my resources. Let me see. Yeah, the memory pressure is a bit higher than regular for Expo build, which is very obvious. Expo go quit unexpectedly. Why is it behaving abnormally? Whenever there is a stream, there's a abnormal behavior of everyone. Every component there's. I don't see a particular one running properly. Everyone is behaving abnormally. I cannot expect that I sit on a stream and things run properly. I've done it back a few times as well, probably a couple of times, and each time it has done something irregular. So we do not see the background. I'll not do it. I'll ask everyone to do the background. This is a particularly easy task to do. The background should cover the entire video section. Let it do. We will do the other parts. We will make a search one. I hope you do not hear the dogs. Um, we'll bring this search one. What we'll do is we'll make a flex. We'll not make it as a single one. We'll make it a flex. Set the flex. So for now, we I do not think we are going for a layout where we would be needing these as separate components because we would be using the text to, I mean, the voice to text API. So we are not directly sending the voice input to the AI. So I don't think we will have to make any block setup for this separately. So for now, I think we can have the have this into a single component and make it. We do not need to separate those out. I'll do it right now. So AI could not make a background for me. Come on, please. Please do it, dear. There's no background as of as of now. I don't want to set for simple text like setting the background. That is this is a particularly very simple task to do. I don't think what is this? I'll go to this vector and try to see this, how this looks. This is fine. Looks good to me. Why is it generating such bad manner? Can we try to define it? Define manually. So we can make a change. We'll have to make a few changes. I'll tend to spread it out down so we can have it a little bit nicely and make it 200%. The height as well 200%. Center it. So I do not know if you guys know or not, but there is a Claude code web. Claude code web. I think, yeah. So this is basically this thing. There is a web you can just strike it on a Claude code and it just it just gives a prompt, but it's really funny. It asks it to do faster. So basically, if you just strike it, it just gives it like this. It puts like this faster, faster, faster. Do it faster. Slams it and all. But it's really funny. It is not from a plot code officially, obviously, but it's external one. It is absolutely a very good thing to watch it. I did enjoy using it. Kind of interesting. So back to this one. Ready to explore Tokyo? Yes, I am, but my app is not. So we see a few errors, which I expected. So I what I do think is I did not export this cloud, right? I did export the frame. So the cloud should go with it. Right? Did you export the cloud as well? Yeah, the cloud is there. So the cloud is there. What we do need to do is adjustments. So I'll try to do it. I will rather increase the height of it a bit. 30 would be fine, I guess. We do think 30 would be great. No, also we're also removing the safe area, right? With index. I'm not using safe area for now because I needed to go beyond the safe area. Yeah, yes, this looks very good. I think even on my Android it would look amazing. Yes, it is like beyond the dynamic island of the iPhone. It would look pretty good. I am pretty amazed with this one. So let me see the design on how we're tackling this. We have the strikes and all. We can go a little above. We can go a little above. So we can, this is 32, I guess. 30 should be fine. 30 is fine, I guess. This looks good to me. Yeah, I think. Looks good to me. I'll and keep it at the end. I think matches the design a lot. I'll give it a padding bottom so it matches the design exactly. And I do think we are matching it. Do we have a prototype for this? Yeah, we do have a prototype. So I think both of these match to a lot extent. I'll try to make it a lot similar. We need to make this ready to explore font a bit better. And we'll change the font obviously. The font is a different one. We'll change it, but for now I think we are good. I will just have to make the font lighter. Alright, so since we are using this, I don't think we would have to have much of it. And just set a font light and it will do it. Yeah, it did. So we are almost matching. So is it black? It is not black, so we'll have to match the color as well. Do we have it in uniformly? No, so we do not have the uh, text to have a uniform color. So I think I'll be defining it manually over here, which again is not a good practice, but it's just building the MVP right now. I think it does work out like this, and the MVPs should not be an issue. We replicate the design, and that is the focus. All right, so this is done. We're done with the hero section. We go with the search. Search may we do not have much effort. I'll just commit it for a single second. Also, by the way, I'll just remove these. I don't need this. But it might throw error because it would not find the file. I'll just keep it for now. Alright, so I'll just keep it for now. We're not pushing it to GitHub yet. We will definitely push it to GitHub, but not right now. We're trying to match the design again. In the search, we'll rather create and okay. Is the search a global thing? Yes, it is. So I think we can keep it separate, not inside. So we can keep it over here to so as I explained earlier as well, search is basically only for the text to like even on the voice one, what we're trying to do is we are making it text only. So it does a text only approach. Are you guys able to see me or should I make myself bigger? I don't know. Am I visible? I would like to see that in my preview as well. Right. So is this like what was the size? This was the size? I think this is good enough. I'm just trying to look at my preview of me making myself bigger. That was funny. Funny to me, not to you, I know. Okay, so we will do the search implementation. I'll just bring the view. I'll need both of it. Why do it separately? I can do it in a single one. All right. So we have the search. I'll bring it in the index. We'll bring the search. I'll import it from search. What is the issue? Already validated the first on the final only in casing. No, casing is same. What is the issue? So it is inside the components and I'm tagging the components correctly. I do believe. How is it different? Like this one is small case, this one is capital. And I'm seeing the same file, right? So it now becomes capital case. So I should include the capital one only. I think, yeah, I did, and it is reflecting. The compiler is not throwing the error. What is the problem with the ID? The included file name differs from file name. So the filing is changed. Acha, probably the ID did not reflect. I wish I could do a reload of the IDE with this command, but that would even restart the terminal. So I'm not doing that. I think it will realize that it's making a mistake in a few minutes. So I'm not torturing it anymore. What we'll do is we'll bring in some inputs. Do we have anything special on Expo? Input Expo, not Expo, Expo. We have something on React Native. I'll have a look at that. Search. I'll rather try search Expo. Search component Expo. We have an Expo UI thing. I knew this. We have to bring this search. Okay, so we can bring it up, right? I think we can do this. What do you think? Can we use the search bar directly? Yeah, I think this would be good. We will bring the search bar directly. I think that would be good. I do not think this would cause difficulty in styling it. Should not. So I'll bring it in anyways. Let us see. Let us see. We will do a bug install from the Expo UI. I think we are good enough if we copy it out entirely. Yeah, change it to search. We'll make it a string. Bring it from the components. What is it suggesting and why is it suggesting anything different? Ain't we having this things from? So what is happening? So we installed a component. We installed Expo UI, right? We have installed Expo UI. There's something called host. Yeah, so if we cannot change it directly, so this, what is basically suggesting is to change it. But we cannot do that. Search for it. It does not able to find search for. Okay. Okay, so what's going on? Is it like we will have to make it searchable? But no, because we are importing it from Jetpack Compose. First, including the support of a place detects an expanded full screen search. So it does. Uh, on Android only? Can we have it on iPhone as well? What do you say? Why is it showing an Android ID? Actually, Jetpack Compose is for Android only. So it is not supporting iOS, I would assume, right? I think at this point I should just build it like from the scratch. There's no harm in building it. Search is particularly very easy to do. You just build it. Default search, return view. We just import it for the sake. We have imported it. I'll just text import. Very good. Very good. Why is it not? We have the text import. We have the button. Got everything from React Native. Very good. So this is fine. So this is a lot better than that package. And I do think Jetpack Compose is like an Android specific thing. So it won't support iOS because also the Android icon is only being shown over here. I would assume it is not supported on iOS. So let me see if Explore has everything for us. So to offer search box, search box, search for okay. Do we have anything better? No, so we basically are doing the same thing. All right, I'll wait for this to load. Maybe we have something interesting. Maybe we might not, but we may. Come on, load it. Load it, come on. I should see it. Come on, load it. Load it. How the hell I have 3 likes? I have literally 0 comments. How the hell do I have 3 likes? Is someone watching? And I want to say hello. So just like my video. And I would appreciate that. And I don't understand. I just have 3 viewers. How come I have 0 viewers? I have one watching. I'm like, that could be either me watching on my phone, or if YouTube is smart enough to figure that out, there's someone watching who is very kind enough to like this video right now. But I have 4 likes on this video with a single person watching. I don't understand. I do not have a logical explanation for that. Okay, so we are back into it. We are back into it. We are trying to. We can do this with class as well, since we are already using that. So it does not make sense to me to use that just because we had it. I'll use a flex. Why justify between? There's no logic to that. I'll rather use a gap one. I will give it a width. I think let it take no, because we'll have this search as well now. So we cannot have it like this. I'll build acha, let me consider this to be the design that we have. Let me consider this to be the what do you call it? What do you call it? The mic. So let me consider this to yo, what's up, Queen? So we are basically building an AI powered travel application. We have the designs ready. You I'm very sorry, pronouncing your name wrong, but you're the first one to comment, so I really appreciate that. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to build a AI powered application for what do you call it? For travel. So we have the design inspirations ready on Figma. We're trying to code that out. We have been running through a lot of bugs and problems, and I'm trying to figure everything out and trying to build it. But at the same time, I'm trying to avoid AI as much as possible. So I regain my abilities through code. I've lost them apparently. I've mostly lost it. So I'm trying to regain my abilities to code, and then we're trying to figure it out together. Together, as in I have one single loyal viewer since that time, and we heard the other one who has just come to the stream. Anyway, so we will be building that entire application together. I am pretty sure I won't be able to complete it entirely today because we have the backend as well that needs to be built. We're starting out from scratch. So we'll have a couple of streams of this. I am trying to figure everything out today. We have this cute little mascot. We'll also include it somewhere in the design. Do not have this included in the design. We'll have it included. Probably I'm also thinking to replace this mic button with it. Let's see. Let's see. So in the building phase, what we are trying to do is we are considering this search button to be the mic over here. So there's no particular reason to believe in that way, but I'm just trying to build it up before uh, I import the micro. So I'll give it a full width, the available width rather. Yeah, this is good. I like AI suggestions. Search. You want to guess? Uh, you want to guess that? I'll just show this. I'll just show this. My credits are over, literally over. I'm running at 100%. I have still 8 days left. Like this has been like I had 20 days left and my credits were all over. I'm surviving on a $20 on demand usage, which is almost over. I'm at the point just focusing to get back my abilities to continue without AI. Because this is costing me a lot. This simple projects which has got apparently no future is costing me a lot. So I'm just trying to regain my abilities to get back into that phase of building without costing me money. anyways, anyways, I don't joke on stream. Let me build it. All right, so back. So both of this is over. So this as well as a concern. So I usually have the auto one free and like a lot free and the API consumed, but I have both of it consumed right now. Anyways, we come back to the design. We come back to the design right now. Okay, we will give it a PX. We will try to have a PY as well. We'll give it a 4. 4 looks good. Yeah, we'll give it a rounded full. I do believe Tailwind is boring and the front end is boring, in fact, because back is a lot interesting one. I have my hands clean with that, so that can also be a concern. And I feel the back end to be better, but I'm a lot comfortable building the back end rather than the front end because I can literally have it done, without even having any support of this auto suggestions on the tab completions and all. Backend particularly has been very boring. But why cursor? There's more option too. Cursor because it is popular first, and secondly, it works fine for me. Thirdly, I have been surviving on cursor for a long time. Like, cursor had not been an issue. This is the first month the credits are over. Uh, I never seen my credits to be over. I generally have the auto option to have some credits. This is the very first time my credits are over. I was really not very prepared to go to a different idea. I really like the cursor layout. I've been using it for a long time, and in my personal preference, I do not like to switch a lot of IDs. So I made a lot of effort in switching from VS Code to cursor, and switching again would be a mess for me. So I don't know. I just do not like working in different IDs. I just want to stick to something and like work on it for the entire time. Neither do I like the UI, nor do I like the setting. Well, there's a lot of problem in me switching to a different one because I have that bad understanding. You should try anti-gravity. Then anti-gravity I did try, but anti-gravity is randomly throwing me errors. I do have anti-gravity with me. It is just throwing me errors for no particular reason. I do not know if I will be opening client project. What is my project? That's fine. So this fine. I'll just the anti-gravity is basically throwing me errors for no reason. I don't know. It won't run the AI model. It would throw me an error. At least it was. You see, an error. I don't know for what reason. Like whatever input I give, it just throws me an error. Even on auto mode, I've tried with a lot of different projects, but it keeps on throwing me errors. I've tried different models, different. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, this ran. To my surprise, this is the first time it ran. What do I ask it? Can you rebuild the UI? You have it for free. Why not explore some tokens? Because it's doing it. Interesting. Okay, this as well did it. Interesting. I never had anti-gravity working on my machine. I should rather try it. Cursor has also feature like you can see other models too, right? Has also features like you can see other models too. Yeah, we have feature. Like I could not really understand the question, but we do like in Cursor, it has got feature to show a lot of models, like the available models. Apart from this as well, it has got settings. And in the settings, then you can just add the models from here. But all the credits are over. So if not all are over, I have a few. I can increase this one as well. But I just for this being a pet project, you can see a short video as well that I recently posted. So the problem is I'm trying to regain the abilities to code. Like it was really fascinating for me to code back then, but I just lost all my interest recently because for the front end I've been using AI too much, and I basically like if you see the starting part of this live stream, I do not know what the hell is happening. I've worked with React Native probably just a year ago, and I've forgotten everything. I'm just trying to regain everything, every ability of me to get back to the phase of coding and be able to code. So uh, just trying it. So I, I do believe I'll not survive without AI because a lot of my projects, a lot of my client work is dependent on it. Not because I am dependent on AI, but because a lot of the my work is related to the front end, and I mostly do code reviews. I have my team working usually. I do the code reviews, and also I am dependent on AI to a lot extent, and that being the reason I forget how to code. Like when it comes to coding manually with like typing the code out manually, it is a problem for me. Like I'm forgetting it. I can see a particular code base. I can understand what is the problem, but I cannot actually understand. Like I cannot actually go into the code and like create a feature myself. So suppose if I had to even create this search functionality, I'll definitely have to take help of some online documentation. I've completely lost my ability. For the last year, last probably 1.5 years, I've been reviewing code entirely. I've not written a single line of code without the use of AI on the front end. So yeah, like very pathetic area for me to begin, but I'm trying to improve on that. In anti-gravity switch model to Claude Opus 4.6 and fuel surface mode. Okay, let me try. Uh, where is it? Anti-gravity, anti-gravity, Claude Opus 4.6. Claude Opus 4.6. Okay. Let me open it in this project again. I think at least we have some work done. We are not just wasting tokens. Where is my project? Explore Genie. Okay. Yes, I trust the author. So what do we do? Okay, we will be trying to. Let me ask you to build a feature rather. Mm, I guess give it this one. Build this entirely for me. Obvious PNG, anti-gravity. Build the entire search bar for me with the existing assets. Okay, I do not have an asset, so I'll use the attached image. Use the attached image as a reference. I will be providing the search and voice icon SVG. Till then, use what do you say? Till then, use tummy once. Tummy once. I'll just keep copy it second. If this fails, I'll paste it to a different model. Analyzed. Okay, we have something. It is doing something. Opus is a good model, so it should be looking for me. And I am not very sure if Google does it, and they'll probably do it. They'll have some system prompt, but I do not know if that would be creating any whole different effect than on of what is usually like how different would be the cursor's output from the anti-gravity's output because I do think most of it would be similar only. A system prompt at this in the case of coding would not really make sense to much extent, right? Right. It should not. Because we ideally are trying to build the the developers at Cursor or Anti-Gravity do not know if I'm coding in Express or whatever. Like, they can ideally. So this is very trivial to think about. They can ideally have different system prompts for each language, but that is not very sustainable thing to do. And us like I'm just trying to understand the effect of a system prompt on this specific thing. So it did create, but it is not the layout that I wanted. I'll prompt it again. I'll provide the SVGs this time. Um, okay, I'll copy as SVG. I'll paste it here. One. I do have it. Let me stop it and maybe give it the um search SVG. There could be better ways of at least reading a component and not just noting the input context, but the CMD was for anti-gravity. Wait for it. Yeah, yeah. I realized it later. Voice input. Like I should not be doing it like this. It's just noting the not the context, but works I think for a small input, like for a small space. Uh, what I mean is a small uh, work to do. It's just building out this one. So I've attached it. Also, what I do understand is it is not being able to see it properly, is what I would assume. I would give it a background. Just take it off. We'll take it off. Does it have a Figma MCP? It is on a free plan. I can get to my uh, Pro Figma account as well. So if it has got a Figma MCP, then it becomes a lot easier. In what ways we continue? Would it be able to differentiate on the should be able. I think I'll just give it and wait for it to produce an output. If it does not, then we'll try again. They can give the full design image, but would it be able to generate it? Because understanding an image is a big problem. Okay. Yeah, so if I give it the full image, I can definitely do that, but it won't be able to build it out entirely for me, right? Like, of my understanding, though I do not code regularly, so I do not know all the capabilities of it, like how capable it is, but what I do think is it would not be able to, as it did really good for me. Lovely. It looks lovely. Yes, there is a difference of the height, but anyways, it looks lovely. for the amount of time it took. Well, I think I like it. Yeah, so if I see the code as well, um, good enough, I think. Yeah, for this kind of application, it is good enough. Does it have any visual? If I click on the if I click on this, it does not have any pressable icon. It is pressable, but okay, so it does not have a feedback on the UI. But that works for now, I guess. So what I was telling is, if I give the uh full image, would it be able to make it up? If that becomes the case, then it would be literally a matter of a few hours for me to build this application. Like, I do not know why I'm speaking like this at this point. Because tech is part of my regular job. I am so outdated with AI right now. And let me just try it and ask it. Build the entire UI for me, please. Match the attached design. Yeah, probably. And I like to learn before I do an implementation, even on this one, because if I'm building it as a side project, that is very true. But at the same time, I do want to send it and I want to have it with the real users. And I really like having an understanding of every aspect of the code base. That really helps me. I don't know. Maybe it is just me, or maybe it is just me knowing that it is an AI code and not looking at it seriously or nicely. But it just really helps me if I have the context of the entire code base or what is happening where. And since AI is being used like at every aspect, and this has been building an AI application. Me building an AI application, not knowing AI is trivial to the first place. It's generating something with it is generating something. I will give it. Okay, let it generate. I'll not disturb it, but I will definitely give him this assets at some point. Let me wait. Let it create. If it does better than the UI, then who cares? This is just an inspiration, so we can get a better thing. But this is really cool. I've never seen this inside cursor. Make sure your prompt should be like telling everything perfectly, what to do, what should it do, what I want, like output, etc. And I exactly did the opposite. I did not give it tail. I just want to see the capabilities. Like this is really new for me. Like cursor never does this. So it's probably it's a Google product, so it is generating an image with the Google abilities, which is the Gemini model. It's trying to do it. New thing for me, and really got impressed. Really got impressed. I think I should rather commit my part of the code prior to AI comes in. I've staged it, not yet commit. I've staged it. At least I keep it different. So if I have to revert back sometime, maybe even after this output, I'll just have enough. I'll not have to depend on anti-gravity to revert it. Currently, my project is. So what is your project, by the way? I'm very sorry. I'm not able to pronounce your name. Yogtagar. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Of the name. I'm very sorry for pronouncing it wrong. But I would love to see the glimpse of your projects as well. Anyways, no one's watching it, so it's just a chat between us two. Probably three people are watching it. So I would love to see your project, and I would love to understand that as well. You okay? You I would love to see your one as well. So it is doing something. This one is doing something. I'm really interested in this anti-gravity thing right now. Named in dumb. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, something with dinosaurs. Interesting. They have not like I've not very well watched the Jurassic series, but I like that's the like could you give me the address, like the URL of it? I'd love to see it. Sparky means very like what do you call it? Is sparking my interest in Damodar. I'll just try a few ELDs up now. No, no. Since it is a dinosaur name, I would assume it is pretty common, so it'll probably not get the .com domain. .in maybe .uk. No, what is it? I'll wait for you. Till then, I'll look at anti-gravity doing it. Okay, it's doing the Mount Fuji thing right now. I do have the Mount, it's generating this one. So I would assume it has completed all these three. Is generating this one, and you'll then go to the water temple one. I would. So another important aspect is what I'm trying to do over this application is also trying to bring some local features. So I need some way for the user to return to my app at least once a month, if not a week. So I'm trying to build some local features as well. I had it somewhere. I would like to locate that as well. Yes, the local gems. So what I'm trying to do with some street food culture is with. So we can do this. We will be able to bring out the output, but the image is the problem. Where do we get the exact image of the local cuisines of a particular place? So say suppose it maybe or say Paris. Well, how do I find the exact image of Paris is a big place, so I'll probably be able to find it. But for a smaller space, for that matter, because for probably a tier two, tier three city, I'm not very sure if I'll be able to find the street cultures of it. But if I am being like if I'm able to do it, then it would be very great for returning for like a value for the for a person to come back to the app team. Named copy and paste, bro. I shared link, but it's already. Oh, I see. I see. So we have the first one. What is the TLD? Just drop the TLD right now, or break it in parts. So like I'm literally very interested to see this one. This sounds very interesting to me. Moreover, because a dinosaur popped up in them electric bikes and in manufacture of I suppose it is not it. Your app must be interesting. I'm also interested in seeing the bikes because the name is okay. E-scooter. I know it is not your. I was seeing scooter reverse assistance lighting. Looks a lot like the Chetak, the iconic Chetak that used to be on the streets. So, what do we have? Anti-gravity. Okay, it is trying to do something. Source AI instance. Okay, this is good. It is following the sport standards, like creating the folders as we have the assets created in that manner, differentiated. So, this is good that we try to create separately. It follows it. What we do, what we're trying to do, sorry, created a Gemini folder has got some images which it is trying to copy over to this. So it's fine. And I would assume this is for the other parts. So this should be fine as well. I think this is fine as well. This as well. Okay, so we have it copied as to see it. Not bad, I would say, for something that is done inside the ITE. Not bad, but I would obviously use uh but I would obviously like to use my ones which I do think are better for the application part. And I would give it a free hand for Gemini to build it, let it do its part. I won't I won't complain complain in between the process, let it do its part. Mm, YouTube can't even send link. Yeah, I think mostly because of the spam parts, it has been increasing on YouTube a lot. The moderations have been. Oh, interesting. So it did a good part. Appreciate it. But it could not. Probably because of my prompt. I do accept that. I gave a particularly uh, bad prompt, but it did a good part. A good. uh, if this is ready, I would assume me to customize and refine the entire thing. It would be a lot of less time rather than me building it out from the scratch. So I do think this is great. And if I would have okay, what is it trying to do? It's trying to go on a web one. What I would assume it is trying to do is it would probably do it probably has got access to Chrome or the web directly, so it would try to test everything on web if that is something that it wants to control. Let me see. Google is at least not trying to steal my data, I guess. Let me see. Not sure this has an option. Nothing really matic. Yeah, Insta. Yes, I'm on Insta. It is. I changed the handle. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Not particularly popular. Yeah, definitely shoot a game. If I had your Insta handle, I would have done a DM right away because this one is very interesting. Like the project that you actually brought out, and it sounds pretty interesting to me. I've not yet seen it, but this is my Insta handle. Let me show that again. Do drop me a hello on Instagram. Or just drop me a URL if Instagram allows that. I'm not very popular on Insta. I 49 follow. I have just tried to start. I just started posting it. And like 14 weeks ago was the last post. I just posted this today to see something. Like, I do have a little bit traction, but not as much as YouTube gave me. Not in form of the live stream, but um, informers for views. That's pretty amazing on how YouTube performed on the very first day, even after days of inactivity. Probably had been months of inactivity, and I never did post something valuable on this channel. Had a few clips of me trying to play on Xbox and Forza. Then previous to prior to that, I had some Python tutorial, which I did not complete the series, and it was I posted 2 3 videos and stopped. It's the considering everything, the way YouTube responded after probably 2 3 months is pretty great. What is it trying to do? Okay, not a problem. So does it on the would assume it is running on Chrome. Yeah. So I does Chrome have something of sort of comment? Like, would it be able to access my browser providing the results? I do understand Chrome has that Ask Gemini button, but I would assume that is, though I've not tried, but I would assume that is something of sort of the that browser. What was the name? It's that just dropped. prior to Comet. I'm forgetting the name. It was the I'm not very sure. I'm not able to recall it. It was like chat only, did not have agentic powers. It was chat only chat only thing. So it was great. But comment really killed its market. I've sent a message. Great. I will just check it out. I will just check it out. Mm, all right. So lovely meeting you. All right. So it is testing it up. Anti-gravity is pretty crazy, bro. You anti-gravity is pretty crazy. I do not think anti-gravity to be at this stage. I thought it would probably be like Kilo or something of that sort, or maybe a Kilo and the another one was Try, the Chinese one. I thought this would be like that, but anti-gravity is pretty great. I did not assume that it was built so much with just a screenshot and a rubbish prompt. Pretty great. I mean, really great. Really impressed by this one. The primary problem, what I see in building this application is the local features because I had previously built an AI travel planner, like a website sort of thing, just to be able to be with the AI flow and the AI new things that come into AI. Uh, Probably was a couple of years ago. And the primary problem at that time as well is was to find out the local cuisines and the local footages and the images. So that is all I really wish I could figure out. I've not yet read about it. I've not yet explored about it. But I really wish I'll be able to do this at this moment. And if I am able to, then it would be crazy. Like, I really see a good market in this particular industry. Uh, I'm pretty sure if I get a good UI UX, I'll be at least be having some users, if not uh, a, a revenue. A revenue is something that I'm not looking out with this app, but uh, if I have then this, you lost it. Acha. So you texted me on Insta. Insta deleted that particular link for me, and you replied that I think I'll be. So it just shows me on the reply your preview. I'll try. It is a lovable website I see. In DNA Forge, Forge, but lovable dot app. Your CV, the requirements, your mercy. Welfare freshers for freshers, zero cost. The game is rigged. We are rewriting it. Okay. Your CV, their requirements. Interesting. So what you're trying to build is like I've been a recruiter for a long time. So of my understanding, what you're trying to do is you're trying to build some sort of CV customizer or something. Am I going in the right lane? Or maybe you're just trying to connect the perfect people with the uh, perfect recruiters. I run this. I run a design studio. Like design studio would be a wrong term. I mostly oversee the backend part of it, the backend development and all. I have different person for the for looking over the front end and the design parts. The designers are very different. I'm not very involved in the design part. I run this design studio, so I I've been recruiting for a long time. So, of my understanding, what you're trying to do is you're trying to have some CV and their requirements. So, Insta handle sent. All right, I would love to see that as well. The problem is Insta is almost like it is almost removing every link that is sent in a okay, so other links, something is coming, break for freshers, no fees, no fees. No fees. It's interesting. How are you going to make money? At least the server cost and all. I I would presume you are a fresher, so you're not looking for immediate revenue. But I would assume you're also looking for the revenue to at least get the server cost covered, unless you have a funding. Anyways, the Insta page on the account, I would assume you're waitlisting it. I would submit my emails for that, but uh, I'm not very sure. Like, I do not have an idea of what the product is. I'm pretty sure we'll be revealing that at the right time. But as of now, I do not understand this. But I do feel this would be good and this would be great. Uh, but what the idea that I have is it would be something like, what I can assume is it would be something of the sort of, yeah, it's, yeah, I understand it is on the development stage. Uh, but and that's pretty good that you're promoting it from this stage. But uh, yeah, I'll have a look at this. I'll definitely be on the wait list if you have the backend active. I'm not very sure since it is a lovable site. Let me see if we have the backend active. See the network, well, network, yeah. I'll drop a random email. I'm very sorry to do. I'll drop my email. No problem. Oh, so the backend is not active. Oh, okay. Oh, I think being a lovable site, this is understandable. Backend is not active. You're still developing it. That's pretty great. I would at least follow this on Insta. So I have this uncheck. So just I would have this in check. And any post I be one of the first one to um, see what the actual thing is. Mostly for freshers, because I'm a fresher, I know what challenges I'm facing right now. So that was the thing. Now you're the fresher, you're seeing the challenges of a fresher. But how are you giving me, being a recruiter, a benefit that I'll be using your application? What's the benefit in me? So the users for your part, the users are not the mode, but the network of recruiters would be the mode I would assume. I do not know the application details, so I should not speculate. But I'm just dropping out words, right? Don't care of me. I wish you the very best in building an application, and I would love to be one of the first ones to go through your application, sign up on it, and explore it, whatever product you're building. I wish you the very best uh, and have like the best product that you can. Being a fresher, okay, you can prompt the model to try again. Oh, I see. Can I just ask it to continue instead of retrying? It was doing it great. I would assume there's some timeout function that ran. Maybe that's pretty great, Yoga. I do think you should do that. Even I'm trying to do it. Um, Getting a number of people interested in your application is the best thing that you can do to your business. Like, isn't it crazy to think that if it was like 15 years ago, you were like to build an hype to a product before it was live. You probably have to print up big billboards, come on newspapers, on TV channels to be popular. But it has become a lot easy right now. You just make a post. Uh, yeah, you have to put effort behind the post. You make it a little popular. I would never expect someone like 160 people to see my Instagram reel, probably 1.5K to see my YouTube short after like 5, 7 months of inactivity. This is pretty great. If you just rewind back a couple of decades back, or even if you go back prior to the COVID era, it was like I would assume it was considered pretty crazy to have this kind of influence prior to launch. Um, um, there are few products I would suggest you to see this as well. I had a keen interest in this business. It's called Resting. They've pivoted, but if you go to the Wayback Machine and see the previous side, that very clearly laid out the business plan. That was very good. The reason I am not building it because it needs a lot of time from me, and me being the kind of guy to run everything through and not use AI has been the primary problem in this particular in building that particular business what they were trying to build. Since they're pivoted, I even thought to build that particular business, but it would take a lot of time from my side building an application. I would rather build an application like any experiment that I do, I would rather try to do it myself rather than involving the team at the very first go. So yeah, so it would be pretty long for me, like building the chains, building or submitting that or vector database and creating embeddings and using those with the model, then fetching on the output. It would be a lot difficult for me. Oh, it is your first time seeing a rate limit. I think there's some problem with my particular machine because anti-gravity has never been responding to my requests. Like uh, neither autocompletes nor this agent workflows. Like agent is the first. This is the first time agent is running on anti-gravity on my machine, but never responded in this manner prior to this. The way it built out the layout, I think it is a little better than what Cursor has the ability to do with a single screenshot and just that little prompt. I think I'll be rather uh, going deeper into this. But anti-gravity behaves like very badly on my machine. I do not think this is a very old machine. This is a M4 MacBook Air, the current one. I have a MacBook Pro as well. I've never installed that. Like this anti-gravity, and then that's a work machine. This but on this machine it was not behaving properly. So I would assume this is a like very basic product or maybe like a keyword type of product from Amazon as well that launched on was a very basic product and they were not really actively developing that. I thought this was same of that sort from Google, though that was never the expectation will be such a big company. But anyways, I do see this is a great product. Probably errors are from my machine side only, or maybe something is going wrong. I don't know. But the way it is functioning is trying to test it out and all. It is pretty great for me. I've never seen cursor take this much effort with only that much prompt. I do agree cursor as well can bring out the same outputs, but with that set of prompt and just an image uploaded, creating the entire assets and all is like a lot for this particular use case. Oh, I'm so sorry to say, but I have to sleep. So sorry. Yeah, not a problem, man. I'll also be discontinuing it. You probably a fresher, so I would assume you will have your college in the morning. I would wake up at 10 a.m., so it is not a problem for me staying up late at night, but it is definitely a problem for you, and you should rather sleep earlier than this because I don't think you'll be having good sleep at this time, you know, having so much. extremely rise, and I don't you have a great sleep. But I wish you have a great sleep and have sweet dreams. Good night. I will also be ending the stream sometime soon because I have some client work to do. So I just got involved in this anti-gravity thing, so stretched it a lot. I was not even planning to stretch it to this. Almost has been 2 hours since I've been running this. So I do not think I'll be running this for such a long time. But since I've done, I'll just continue a little bit on the UI part, and then I'll as well drop off and go on with the client work and then work it out. So, oh, I have Avenger fan as well comment. The first time for me seeing a comment on a live stream, on my live stream right now. Very unnatural thing as a of 40 subscribers, probably 40, 45 subscribers. Very unnatural to see a couple of people commenting on my video. So it's like, hey bro, how can I connect with you? A group of people who are building things I'm doing also. It's so tough. Yeah, it is definitely tough and more tough because it is uh, the AI era. We can connect on Insta, I think. Insta, this is my handle. I did not expect anyone to see this video, so I have not put that in the description box. This is my Insta handle. I think I will put the link. I'm not sure again. Uh, this particular if YouTube would be allowing me to paste a link, but me being the administrator to the video, I should be able to do it. It would be awesome if we can connect. Yeah, I'm already connected to you. Pin this. I do not hope anyone else to come on the stream, but yet I just pinned it to the comment section just in case. Yeah, so I've pasted the link correctly. That's a great thing. I even Avenger fan. I'm even interested. I as well call me back for sure. Goodbye, you. Good night. Have a great night and a great morning as well. Have sweet dreams and may your next day be as sweet as today was. Okay, so I think anti gravity is done with it. It opened the. Oh, sorry, it's still working. I do not know. I cannot appreciate it enough. It did anti gravity did a lot for me. What is the pricing of it? Like, I'm probably I should not make such an early decision with just one agent running, but I'm very interested in learning if I can shift to anti-gravity. The amount of effort it did on just a single prompt. I'm very interested. Oh, it is free. I see. Lovely. It is getting me Opus for free. Crazy. Yeah. They do not have a clear laid out paid plan or what. Like this, like this animation. Awesome. So, and 1,000 rupees like this much. Lovely. I would rather try out it a little more. Okay, it is 1950. That's fine. Almost similar to Cursor. Then I would assume at the current conversion rate, $20 in rupees. Yeah, it is almost the same. But with the amount of effort it has just put in, and it's still running. With the amount of effort it has put in my application, I do believe it is going to turn out to be great. Uh, but okay, so it has made some changes in global CSS. Okay, that's fine. Whatever changes it made, it was fine and it is fine. And I do assume that this would be pretty great for me. Anti-gravity in my personal workflow, I do believe it would be great. The stream started with me trying to figure out the code base and is ending in me trying to write code. Not ending right now. I'll just try to figure it out, or I'll just end after this anti-gravity figures it out because I have a lot of work and my wall is filled with this maps and these sticky notes or pending work. I still thought let me just figure it out because I eventually have to build it because I have to continue on YouTube's this progress because YouTube gave me a lot of likes and I just betrayed Clever. So I just thought I'll be continuing on YouTube. I'll eventually have to build the application anyways. Why not live stream it? If no one sees it, at least if no one sees it, I do not have any loss. Right. I would have been in the same position chatting with myself if not I was in a live stream. It's doing something. So we'll wait for this anti-gravity to show me its last stage and then we'll end the live stream. I think we are ending at a pretty good place thanks to anti-gravity. So this was the initial layout that we figured out to make, and anti-gravity did a pretty good job. Okay, yeah, it did a pretty good job. I think if we just replace the assets, it would look as good as it is looking on the UI. We'll have to change this background to liquid glass, which I think it would be able to do because it has got a lot of data of liquid glass right now. I'm assuming there would be a lot of GitHub uh, open repos with a liquid class in them. So this should not have a problem in creating that kind of interface. It had problems prior when I tried. Last time I tried building the liquid glass on a website using Tailwind. AI did face a lot of problem, but I would assume it won't be the case right now because liquid glass has been a lot uh, got common nowadays. So I do not assume it would be an issue where liquid class kind of layout. I would I would try to do the same and let's see if it works out. Oh wait, on YouTube Studio, obviously not push my thumbnail or what? I will check it out. It was supposed to do it. No, it did. Also, the phone was showing some error, not a problem. I got confused. Why would it not move? Why would it not push this stuff? All right. So, oh wow, crazy chat. Oh, lovely. I'm just seeing the um views on YouTube. I did not think I would get this much. Instagram did not get me much views, by the way. It got me a lot less. Less in the sense, probably Instagram got me 10% of the views of what it would give me. But I think both of those platforms run on different ways. I should not be claiming it. I think Instagram runs on a lot of casual sites. It does have educational content as well, but I would assume POV shots or maybe lifestyle shots or maybe, but I would assume the casual teaching stuff would be working better on Instagram, and the educational ones would be working. Yeah, so the educational ones would be working better on YouTube, is what I would assume. So we have it. We have the output. I will just review it once. because I am very skeptical with AI. I'm pretty sure it would be spitting out some bad something. So the UI looks good. I don't think we'll have to look over it. We'll have to have anything over it. The UI looks good for now. Can minimize this and review the code a bit. I'm not very good at front end, so but I do know the best practices. I think this is fine. This is fine. So it's for Expo web. Actually, it did for the web UI as well. I don't think it had figured out the web UI yet. I would assume. Let me try and one web. Yeah, the current state of it was not easy to get the web UI done, and that is the case. I do see it didn't. It is not able to create a web UI. That's perfectly normal. I did not expect it to create a web UI, but I would have been amazed if it could do that in the same prompt, like figuring out the issue and solving it. If both of it could do at the same time, I would have been pretty amazed with that. But it not being able to do it in the same prompt is normal. It's understandable for me. I would I would try to figure out the other part of it. The index part, okay, we have a scroll view show about it. This is fine. Has got a padding bottom. Content container style. This is good. But the uniformity would have been better. I don't complain, but uniformity would have been better. Your background, well, that's fine. Because I did not tell him to create a different background. Created this image. This was the craziest point. Apart from that, it has created a few SVGs. I get this SVGs. So it does not have any visual feedback to the search. That's fine. But it should have that. But not having is not a option. Right. Uh, destinations. Okay. Why this? Could have added in this class name. What I would assume is it did not respond in that manner. And maybe the problem could have been it was trying to get the web UI right, so it just throw that as a probability that maybe defining those static in this kind of pattern would make it run, but it did not. That's fine. But it being able to figure it out and then later revert it back would have been definitely a better practice. Okay, for the elevation premium. All right, all right. It has assumed some colors. But to see it, it has got some branding principles. Okay, so it's mostly good. Practices has been an issue, but you cannot expect much better of it since the prompt was like nothing. So I would assume, like, I would consider this to be a good word. I would replace the assets, and that would revamp the UI to a lot extent, and it would instantly start looking good. But I would save it for future. I have my throat crackling, so I would save it for the future. I'll stop right now. I'll continue again probably tomorrow or the day after, but we'll definitely be continuing on this. Uh, I'll post a preliminary video short on YouTube so you guys can have a view of that. Apart from that, yeah, I think nothing apart from that. All done from my side. I wish you guys all the best. Avenger fan as well. Love you, bro. Love you, both of you, for following throughout the stream. I'll come back again. I would expect to see both of you. And if you are um, if you come back to the video, I would be amazed to see both of you, and I would love to have both of you on the stream. Great. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a good night.